So, Operation Stealth had been a complete success, and I now hurried home to try out my newfound power tool. I very soon started to regret it. Maybe I should have looked around for some kind of instruction manual, as the thing seemed to have a mind of its own. This ring was supposed to elevate me to greatness, not reduce me in dignity. But what's the old motto? If at first you don't succeed? Well, I kept trying. And although poor Hagrid came a cropper, I started to get the hang of it. And then, ka-ching! I was having the time of my life. Just as I was getting to grips with the mechanics of my newfound toy, Stephen Brown was trying to get to grips with losing his.
Has anyone seen my ring?
Steve, a bit of decorum, please. We haven't even had breakfast yet.
The green one, the one I wear.
You mean you've lost it?
I haven't lost it, I don't lose things.
You had it yesterday. You used it on Sally.
Yes, I know that, but I took it off before I went to bed.
I didn't think you ever took it off.
No, I don't usually, but recently its powers have been unpredictable. I feel a bit uneasy when I go to sleep.
Well, has it fallen down behind your bed?
No, I've checked the entire room. But someone's taken it. As a joke, perhaps?
You think one of us has taken it?
Of course not. Steve, you're being paranoid. I'm sure it'll turn up. Now, Lottie, would you like cereal or should I do some toast?
Cereal, please.
Excuse me. I don't see how a bowl of Rice Krispies is more important right now.
Honey Hoops, actually. I ran out of Rice Krispies.
Look. That ring has power of alien origin, way beyond your comprehension. Indeed, even I don't fully understand its full capabilities. But if someone on this infuriating planet has it in their possession, heaven only knows what will happen.
And finally, Stephen Brown had got the severity of the situation across to his companions. If only I'd been there at the time to eavesdrop on the conversation, I could have prevented the disaster that lay ahead. But I'm jumping ahead of myself, because at that very moment, I was having fun. This was what having the ultimate power was all about. Then bring it on. That's what I thought. Unfortunately, in my haste to whisk away the magic ring, I was a tad careless.
Steve, we're going to have to leave it now. Grandma's expecting us over half an hour ago. She'll be cursing us.
What's this here then?
If clambering up the side of that house was hard enough, getting down, making as little noise as possible, was near impossible. Halfway down, my satchel came undone, and my spellbook fell to the ground. I never noticed that stray page flutter away.
What have you found?
Some kind of recipe book for a Ingredients for a potion? No, it's a spell book.
Spell book? Wow, can I see? So you think David Copperfield stole your ring? Maybe he's trying to revive his career.
Is he a neighbour of yours?
Oh, Steve, just get a move on.
Go on, Steve, you best go. I'll have a look for the ring.
Hang on a minute, can I see that?
They say it's a small world, and relatively speaking, it is. I mean, to us, it's actually massive, around 25,000 miles circumference, in fact. But when you compare that to the infinite size of the universe, we're tiny. And when you take the size of Winchover, the little village in which I live, it should be of no surprise that Elizabeth Brown, at number 54, should know of young Tommy Magus of number 5. But still, full kudos to her for recognising my handwriting.
I recognise this handwriting.
I always prided myself on my unusual style of writing. I'd based it on the legendary works of magicians past.
Such a messy scrawl. I'd know it anywhere.
Of Stephen and Lottie's background, I knew very little. But Lizzie, well, she was no stranger to the little old eye. Not that I knew her as Lizzie. I knew her as... Miss Brown, this is so unfair. I need to get home.
Tommy, you know exactly what you did. You need to just sit there like any other pupil and do your detention.
Miss Brown? She was my history teacher. She'd worked at Winchover Secondary for a year. I remember when she joined. My classmates loved her. She would tell some fantastic stories. I'd pretend not to listen, but I would secretly. I'd listen to stories of her crazy tales about robots called Tubkins, her brother who could change his appearance, and their pet android. What did I do to deserve this?
You know exactly what you did.
She told me off loads about writing my spells in my exercise book.
You shouldn't do it, you know. You know full well that those books are for your class notes. Putting down your little lists of potions and incantations isn't going to get you anywhere. This handwriting belongs to Thomas Magus. I taught him at the school up until recently, but he left just last summer.
He's a kid.
Yeah, and pretty harmless too. Not much sense about him, but it all makes sense. He must have seen you with that daft ring of yours and wanted it for his magic and his spells. He practices magic, you see. He lives just down the road, number 5.
Right.
Steve, it can wait. Grands first.
Stephen, I'll go, please.
Okay, well, be careful.
It's okay, Steve. You've got nothing to worry about. They're a pretty normal family, really.
Tommy, what have you done to us?
Don't reverse this stupid curse at once.
Oh, go with the flow, sister dear. Who knows, you might enjoy it.
Tommy, I'm sorry if I mocked you for your magic. You're truly a great magician.
Hey, bro, please forgive us.
I said chill out, sisters. I'd never seen Libby or Rosie looking so nice. And as for Gemma...
Oh yeah, brilliant. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I know, but... Yeah, but still. Ugh, it's you. Tell those two to keep it down, will you? I'm on the phone to Harry. I'm hoping he'll get me some tickets to the gig tonight.
Oh, you love your phone, don't you?
Whatever. You're weird, Tommy.
I reckon you and your phone make the perfect couple. Inseparable. At one with each other.
Tom, you're giving me the creeps.
Come in.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Mortimer, and I'm new to the area.
Hello, Lottie. I'm Stephen. And Lizzie?
I don't know who you're talking about.
What a silly girl. Trying to trick old Tommy the magician. You've come to nose around. Take the ring away from me, I presume.
No.
Yes, you did. Well, it's mine now. Finders keepers. Do you want to see how clever I am? Come in and see.
I'll get you my pussy.
And your little rat too.
You're sick.
Maybe I am, dear Lottie. Or maybe it's my time for a revenge for all the years of unhappiness, of taunts, of bullying that I've had to put up with. Now then, what to do with you? You have been a nosy, Parker. So you need an appropriate kind of nose. Now, at last, you will all listen to me. You are witnessing the rise of Capriquarius, the wizard!